Hi, how you doing? So today we're going to be making this. We're going to make a lamb stew with some suet dumplings. Very, very English, I think. Welcome back once again to How to Cook Great. Okay, so we're going to kick off with our meat because this needs a nice good head start. So I've got about 600 grams of some lamb there, like a stewing lamb. It's not the best quality, but we're going to make it beautifully tender. Bit of fat on it, it's got some bones in it. So 600 grams, that's about 1.2, 1.3 pounds, I think. So look, let's get straight to the cooker, get this going, because like I say, we need to give it a nice head start. Then we'll look at all the other vegetables and stuff we're going to be adding. So you're going to need a nice big pan. I've got some oil in there. I'm just using some sunflower oil. You could use something different like an olive if you want. And we're going to drop in our lamb. And like I say, this is not the best quality of lamb ever. More of a mutton really, but we're going to cook it so it becomes delicious. Now I'm going to get a little bit of salt in there. Nice big pinch of black pepper. And we're on just above medium heat. And we're going to go just for about 5 to 6 minutes. Stirring that around, browning it, sealing it, and getting it on its way. So what we can do now is we can take a look at some other bits and pieces that we're going to be adding. So as you can probably hear, our lamb is cooking gently on the pan. Let's have a look at what else we've got. So tomato, celery, onions, carrots, tomato puree, garlic. I've got some potatoes at the back and I've got some stock there. I'm using a chicken stock. So a bit slower. I've got 3 regular sized tomatoes cut nice and chunky. 2 stalks of celery. 1 onion, which I've cut really small, but you can cut it how you like really. Carrots, I've cut them nice and thin. If you wanted, cut them really chunky as well. 135 grams, or one of those kind of Tetra packs, small Tetra packs of tomato paste. I've got a couple of, or 2 or 3 bay leaves, and a tablespoon of thyme. You could use rosemary as well in this, of course. A tablespoon of chopped garlic. Like I said, I've got a lot of stock here. We might not be using all of that, but I'll let you know the amount when it goes in, a chicken stock. And I've got my chunky cut potatoes at the back. I've just kept them in water so they don't discolor. And again, if you wanted, you could add some eggplants to this, mushrooms, any veg you like really, can't you? So let's get back to the cooker and get that celery, carrots and the onion in. Okay, so we've got a nice little head start. Let's drop that onion in. Like I said, I've cut my one really nice and small. Slice it if you want. Tablespoon of garlic. In that goes, roughly chopped. A couple of stalks of celery, which I think are a bit of a must in this stew. I've got those bay leaves, 2 or 3 bay. Tablespoon of thyme. Like I say, rosemary also works, doesn't it? And then the carrots, which is about an equal amount. There's the celery, onion and carrots are roughly equal amount. Let's stay on this just above medium heat for another 6 minutes. Five or 6 minutes in, beautiful. Let's now get in those tomatoes. Like I say, 3 tomatoes, I've cut them in half or quarters really, just chunky as you like really. Now I'm going to drop in my potatoes. Now they're big and chunky. If you want, it's quite a good tip this one actually. Get some of the potatoes and cut them really, really small, and they cook down and kind of thicken the sauce a little bit. You'll have 2 types of potatoes, your big ones and then your really small ones. Give that a go if you want. That tomato paste, 135 grams. Or one of those little Tetra Pak thingies. Then we're going to go chicken stock. Now you could use beef stock or vegetable stock. I'm going with chicken. Beautiful. That's about 2 pints there. Look at that, fantastic. Okay, medium heat now, so just lower it down a little bit, lid on. Go and make yourself a cup of tea. And I'll be back here in about 30 minutes. If you want, give it a stir. So our lamb stew is cooking away beautifully in the background there. We're now going to make our dumplings. Now what you're going to need 4 ounces of self-raising flour. 4 ounces is 113, 114 grams. You're going to need 2 ounces of suet, or this atora, which is a shredded beef suet. That's about 57, 58 grams, I think. Cold water, we're going to play with that. I'll show you how much we're going to use, and some salt. Now, important that you use self-raising flour, and you can really muck about with this. You know, you can get some heavy dumplings or fluffy dumplings. It's up to you. So the more suet you use, the heavier they're going to be. But yeah, let's get this together. We'll play it by ear. It's really simple. Okay, so mixing bowl there. I've got the self-raising flour and the beef suet in. I'm going to add some salt. So yeah, the rule of thumb for an average dumpling is 2 to 1 in favor of the flour, not the suet. So what we're going to do is just first of all give that a little mix. And then we're going to add a little bit of cold water. And then we're going to start working it in. So you don't want it too wet, but you want to get it until it forms a ball and collects all of that dry flour. So I've put in about 5 tablespoons, I would say, of the water. Let me just mix this up a little bit more. I'll be back. Okay, so I just sort of mixed that around for a few more minutes, and I just dusted it with some flour because it can get quite sticky. Now if you want, stick that one in like that, a big massive one. Or what we're going to do, we're going to break it up, put it into some little balls like that, maybe 6, 7 balls. We're going to get that into the stew. You want to put that in about 20, 25 minutes before you think your stew's ready. Anyway, beautiful stuff. Let's get back to the cooker. Okay, so I've just taken the lid off. Looking absolutely wonderful. The tomatoes are breaking down nicely. Carrots are cooking, potatoes are nearly done. Right, we're going to get our dumplings in. So I made 6 of these in the end, so you can just drop them in there. Now if you want, you can put some seasoning in them, like you can get chopped parsley or dried parsley or something like that, and you can sort of put it into the mix when we were making it. These are just straight plain ones. Just grab a spoon. Right, that's it now. Yeah, beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, lid's going to go back on. 25 minutes maybe on a nice low heat. We're hoping that they kind of cook beautifully in there. Okay, like 25 minutes, off goes the heat. Let's have a look, shall we? Ba-ba-ba. Look at those, absolutely delicious. Check that for salt. It's going to be fine for me. Let me get that in a bowl. Wonderful stuff. All right, there you go. That's very wholesome, isn't it? Beautiful. I just put a little bit of flat leaf parsley on there, a bit of colour, make it look a bit fancy. But yeah, that's deep, slow cooked, delicious. The meat is going to be falling off the bone. Lovely flavours, and of course, our wonderful dumplings. I hope you enjoy that. I'll see you very soon. Lots of love.